Hi everyone, you are watching Ujjwal Discussion and I'm your host Ujjwal again. I'm back with another video and this time I'm standing with Parvati. And I remember we shot a video last time and there was some lighting issue and all our hard work went into the well, W-E-L-L, okay? So today I've got the craziest student of mine, craziest not in the sense like she has lost her mind, no. She's the craziest about English, spoken English. Whenever I ask her to come here to take a part of spoken English class, she says that I have my work. But I say, okay, but whenever you don't have work, you have to come here. Then she never hesitates. She always gives me the time and says that, okay, I am going to be the part of the class. And she does it amongst her busy schedule. So today I've got the opportunity to ask some question to Parvati. First of all, I would like to ask, before I jump into the main questions, my first question is that you are working one of the largest companies in India, Wipro, and you are so fortunate that you have been part of this firm and you are learning a lot of stuffs. So first of all, I would like to know, like, when you started learning spoken English, I showed you a lot of pictures of your future. I said that English can help you to get a job. Yeah. And you have not only got a job, but you have got the job in the reputed company. Throw some light at it.
Well, hi everybody. When you just asked me the question, Dada, I remember the day when I was having a word with you and Sauravda. I do remember Sauravda was talking about his company and this and that, the hard work and all of those work chores he was sharing with Dada. And I was listening to everything and all of a sudden I said, isn't it very hard to get the job there? Yeah, Sauravda did a sarcasm and he said, yeah, it's really, really hard. You cannot do it because you don't belong to this world. I said, no, not like that, but I'm afraid a lot. So then Dada told me one thing, okay, I'll be giving you the preparation, I will be making you, and you have to support me with all your hard work possible. So I do remember from the next day onward when I came to this class, Dada did different types of interviews. And Dada made me, not only me, but a lot of other students and all those people, those who were interested in doing such things. So every one of us were very, we were afraid, simultaneously excited that because Dada's got a couple of experience, because Dada used to work there in different companies. So we were afraid a lot. But now when finally I got the opportunity, I feel so good. Yes, certainly. And most importantly, the things I've got from my trainer, these days I can experience them. That the terms of interview, kind of questions we can get asked. And these days when I come here, when somebody asks for any kind of suggestion, I can give them, like, it feels good, And if I talk about the other things, as Dada has just mentioned, I have learned a lot of things. Even these days, I'm learning more and more. Because first of all, I've got the opportunity to live alone, like all my own. Every single work, I was dependent on my mother, my father, even my younger sister. I need to get done with all of them on my own. I'm getting back home, I'm doing my household chores, even I do cook, which I didn't have a single idea. These days I have to go, even some of my co-workers, they get astonished. They say, really? Do you do that? I say, yeah, I feel so good, Initially I felt like, I cannot do it, I want to give up. But then I thought, it's gifting me rather a different life where I'm not dependent on anybody. I've got all my work on my own, and these days I've got the opportunity to understand my mother, my father, because I used to complain a lot. I used to be a machine who has no work but just to complain. But I do feel good that at the end, and absolutely, and sometimes having been scolded a lot, having been scolded a lot, when I sit down at the end of the day to practice, then I go through the main part of my life, that yes, I'm doing my job, I'm getting done with all of this work, and I'm making myself better. I'm practicing English. So overall, my experience is good. Sometimes I get frustrated, but I try to not to get frustrated as much as possible. Yeah.
The point is this, I think learning a language is a continuous process which should not be ignored. So I just want to know, everybody wants to know how to maintain a schedule while somebody is busy working, or how somebody has kind of an obligation.
Well, thank you so much for this very crucial question, because recently I've got the realization that I'm never busy. I won't say you're never busy, because I'm saying it was all my excuses. These days, when actually I'm pushing myself hard, I'm getting back home, when I'm sitting down to practice at least for 30 minutes, at the end of the day I see that I was making excuse previously. I had that time, but instead of practicing, instead of utilizing that time into something valuable, which is long term, I was wasting them. If I could get back to my previous self, I was scrolling my mobile randomly. There was no, I can say, purpose in that.
Mindlessly?
Mindlessly, absolutely. Mindlessly, I was doing that. I had no clue. I was just making that excuse, I'm so busy. But by the time scrolling that mobile, why am I not able to practice for just 15 minutes? I would say that it's never the thing about being busy, but it's about the time, how you're utilizing it, how you are prioritizing it. Because getting back home, by the time I'm cooking, I can simply practice, or hosting a cooking show like that, or I can act that whatever I'm doing, I'm just simply elaborating them, putting them into my word. Absolutely. And instead of saying it in my mother tongue, why am I not paying attention in my language which I'm learning, right? Absolutely. Even these days, not only English, I've got opportunity to learn Hindi from so many of my colleagues. And I have seen that when you're learning something new, especially language, yes, absolutely. It is a skill. Simultaneously, it helps you to open up with a lot of thoughts. You need to pressurize yourself. Yeah. Like Hindi or English or any other languages, it's not about simply pronouncing the word, but the way those people speak, the language is coming from, particularly. So when I'm learning it, I'm getting opened up with a lot of opportunities. And at the same time, if I talk about how I can make the time, how every one of us, we can make the time, is just simply sitting down. Like last time I was practicing that,
be hungry and stupid.
Yes, be hungry and stupid, as Steve Jobs said. Absolutely. And last time I was asking this question when I was practicing English, that how can I start doing a work? Within my mind I said, just start. Just start doing this work. Because when you're thinking, okay, I will start, that's constantly getting you into the future mode. You will never ever get to start.
It's a kind of a loop.
Yeah.
Thought loop, it
Yes.
never ends.
Yeah, absolutely. And you get disciplined with that particular loop.
And the point is that if you know what I should do, then you don't have to think much about that.
Yes.
You know what you should do. So once you understand what you should do, you just go and do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have started applying that method in my practice, that okay, I will think about nothing, just practice. Even today, before I came to this class, I thought, okay, let's eat for some time. I will be having done with my breakfast, then I will think about something else. But by the time my mother was cooking my breakfast, I had nothing to do. So I practiced for just 10 minutes. There was not a lot, but at least it prepared me for this class.
Absolutely.
It made me capable of speaking for some time and gave me the confidence. So if I think about making that chance, whenever you are, wherever you are, that time is chance. So yeah.
Guys, I want you to understand what Parvati has just said, because some of you are busy working somewhere and you could complain is that, sir, don't have time, how can I manage my spoken English practice, you should be re-watching and re-listening to her portion, whatever she has just said. That we always like give excuse that okay, I don't have time for spoken English class, but that time is being invested in some useless things.
Unknowingly.
Yeah, so we have to first of all figure out what our bad habits are, and we have to replace them with some good habits. Then you are able to manage some time. My last question for you in this video is that, Parvati, please walk us through the kind of life you are going through right now. Meaning, as a girl, this particular question could be an example for all the girls out there, those who are thinking to start their professional career after completing university or college. First of all, I would like to clear these things to my audience that Parvati is not staying at her home. So she comes once a week and she spends her week off with family, and then she again returns to her work. So that's why I think this is the right question for all the girls out there, those who are thinking to start your professional career and thinking so much about relocating, staying away from your parents. Parvati can guide you with her wisdom and the experience she has gained lately. So Parvati, throw some light at this very serious topic about kind of women empowerment, or how a woman can get strengthened, how a woman can stand on her feet tall. So yeah.
Well, it's really, really hard to do these sort of things on your own. That's a particular statement every one of us we think before getting done with any kind of work, before starting any work, especially as Dada has talked about women empowerment. First of all, we have to get rid of this statement. It's really hard because recently, Dada, I started reading that book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. What I've learned that the way we train our conscious mind makes the subconscious mind work such a way. So if we are unable to practice that thing, that no, it's not that hard, I know it's tough but not impossible. So the moment we make our mind believe that it's not impossible, maybe at home I get to eat mutton, get to eat chicken by my mother, I don't need to cook, but here I'll be eating pulses, here I'll be eating some mashed potatoes and just ordinary food. Yeah, absolutely. So at least at the end of the day I'm not hungry, right? I'm not going to bed empty stomach.
Like I'm strong enough to again start my work.
Yeah, certainly. And most importantly, the thing I have realized, there you have to become tougher than your tough situations. Let's say when I started my work, I started living in a particular place, like it was under the stairs. And we can say a storeroom, because that time I just started doing my work and I didn't have that much of money to pay the rent, and I started working for another company. Unfortunately, I got kicked out of that place because the reason was different. Fortunately, I got an opportunity to work for another multinational company. So then I thought about the opportunities I got more than thinking about the loss. That, oh, I have lost this, I have lost that, I don't get to eat a lot of things, I don't get the rest enough. But at least what I have got, that's making me a good human being. That's giving me the empowerment to empower my next generation. Let's say even if I get married, I can make my children in such a way, I can train them in such a way as if they don't suffer anymore in the future.
They can get better training.
Yeah, they can get better training. They can go through the tough situations, not only going through, but they know how to tackle them.
And they come out victorious.
Yes, absolutely. And sometimes I have realized one most important point. We are going to fall down. Absolutely, we're going to fall down. Like, if I talk about my life, I face so many such problems. I get bullied. I even sometimes get scolded by my senior agents. They say, what the hell are you doing? You don't know anything. Like this and that, blah, blah, blah. But you can learn from all of these situations all the time. If you can practice your mind such a way that no, I didn't take it personally, but I learned a lot of things. And if I think about the problems more than the solutions, then absolutely I will be falling down more.
Absolutely.
And the important thing is that I will be falling down, but even if I don't win, I'm not going to be giving up. Let's say you are cooking the rice for the first time. What I did, like a funny story I want to share, I was cooking soya curry. So I thought that okay, it is my first time and I'll be cooking it. So the pouch is very small. I thought that okay, it's very small. I will be cooking with one pouch. So I thought that okay, put all the soya chunks in the curry, because I had no idea that
How much it could
yeah, that one pouch costing rupees 10 can be a full kadhai. So at the end I was stunned and I learned something from it. Instead of crying out, I wasted a lot of money, I did and that, I wasted my food a lot. You are never wasting anything if you're learning from that.
You got a nice lesson at rupees 10.
Yeah, some masalas were there.
Yeah, okay, 15.
Yeah, 15. Absolutely. So I learned from that situation, and when I did that, some of my colleagues were saying, "Oh, bravo! You've done a great job." So what are you learning from them? Because I all the time give dialogues that I learn from every situation. So they said, I first of all learned that I should not do that, and secondly, I got the opportunity to feed my cooking to some other agents.
Wow.
The charity were done. So jokes apart, but still, if we are thinking about the falling down all the time, if we are thinking about the problems all the time, solutions, even if it is in front of you, will never be visible. So yeah, don't think about what you cannot do. Just start, just get out of it. So many social problems are there. Recently we've been through a very traumatic situation, but if you're thinking about your future like that, if you are afraid of getting outside only because of a situation, then I think the whole world should be darkened. The whole world will be shut down.
Criminals will take advantage of it.
Yes, because you're not
Tough enough.
Certainly. I don't know, like I get empty-minded whenever I think of all of this. But yes, still, just start. I know that I don't sound that motivational, but I can motivate myself through my work. That I'm doing that work, then I can do that work too. So yes, just start.
Yes, all the girls out there, hope you have been motivated by whatever Parvati has just said, and I'm a huge fan of her solution oriented mind. Yeah, certainly solution oriented mind and solution oriented approach that you always keep it with yourself. So I'm a huge fan of your positive personality, I would say, the kind of a person you have become over the last couple of months and years. So yeah, guys, I think this particular conversation that I've done with Parvati can help you in opening up some of the boxes of your mind that had been closed for a long time. So today we are here to let you know one thing, that she is my senior student. She has been speaking English for a long time and she is so consistent, right? People started with her, they left my class, but she's still here. That's the huge thing for this class and for me as a trainer. And I've been training spoken English for years, but I still feel like I need a lot of practice. Okay, so if you want to bring any kind of change in your personal life or in English, you have to do a lot of hard work. Okay, Parvati, I'll give you 1 minute to give us a short message, okay, for everybody, like for me, for all the other people out there watching this video, so that we can keep it with us and we can follow it in our life to make our English better.
Yeah, guys, first of all, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. And guys, I know that our days are hard these days. You're maybe learning painting, you're maybe learning some different things, music, and whatever the hobby you have acquired or still trying to acquire, you're here maybe thinking, oh, you people are awesome, the way you're speaking. Believe me, we also go through some frustration when we are unable to practice what we want to practice. But you are winning the game when you're not giving up. you are trying to take a note, you are trying to play the violin, you are trying to paint something constantly, you are toning the page, you're not able to do that. But at the end, you win when you are finally, after the 100 page, you have been able to paint one page. And to go to that page, you have to make your mind that I'm going to be falling, I'm going to be falling, I'm going to be falling. Because if you don't have the courage to fail, then absolutely it might seem very harsh, but you're not going to be winning. You have to face the failure before the succeed comes.
Okay, that's it, guys. Lots of wisdom, lots of gyan, lots of knowledge, and lots of scolding. Yeah, and these things are important for you if you want to change your current version. And you have to let us know how you have liked this video by simply clicking the like button. Let us know your view in the comment section. What kind of topics do you want us to discuss in this channel? We are not here to speak Hindi or any other language and then English. It's not a khichdi hodgepodge type of a channel. It's a pure spoken English channel, and that's why we have people, a small number of people, but genuine people, definitely. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done this yet, and you will find a lot of recent videos in the description. Check them out. If you find our work useful, then share it with like-minded people. All right, we'll see you with another video. Until next time, you take care.